I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, caught me off guard. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Kathy Aldenseed. Here. Nikki Bender.
Here.
Melinda Cook.
Here.
Joy Sellers.
Here.
Patrick Sellers.
Here. We are all here. We have a quorum. Okay, before we get started, I will ask the board to please address the chair before speaking. That way our clerk can keep up with the conversation, and the people who are listening in on on our video can keep up with the conversation as well, okay?
Yep.
All right, so the first order of business is the approval of minutes for the November 2nd, 2020 meeting. And a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
All righty. Please take a look at the minutes if you haven't done so already. See if I can find mine here. So much stuff. Are there any questions, comments, concerns on the minutes?
No.
All righty. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next order of business is the approval of bills payable. A motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Bender, second by Aldenseed. Please take a look at the bills payable if you haven't done so already.
Was there at one time 3 pages?
Hmm?
When Liz sent it to me, I thought it was 3 pages long.
Mm-mm, it's only
Okay.
two.
Okay. Because I thought, wow.
Yeah, no, it's only two.
What is this? Screening reports, a better and.
Yeah, that's when we do our background checks.
It's a lot better than judicial.
Good, did good.
Yeah, I'm sad that Aldi is not an option. Like, we
No,
can't-
all these won't accept our vouchers. Only place accepting our vouchers is Cubs. And we
That's
were
where
fortunate
we
to
go
get
there.
Cubs because Save-A-Lot closed, and we asked around, and the only people who would accept our vouchers would be Cubs.
Yeah, 'cause we
I'm
shop a
really
lot.
surprised this many people went to Cubs with the
Mm-hmm.
food trucks and
Yep.
you know, I'm really surprised. That's a lot.
Yes.
They must think a turkey's gonna drop out of the sky for Thanksgiving.
Oh, they're giving away free turkeys all over the place. Fire
are they?
department or somewhere was
Mhm.
giving free turkeys. That's all you have to do is take a sticker up there. I mean, I see food trucks at what?
By
I
food
said-
trucks, you mean like
Oh,
where you
I'm
get
talking
food,
about
not
like
a taco
the-
truck.
No, food bank
right.
trucks.
I'm
Food
talking
bank
about
trucks.
food bank trucks.
Yeah.
Salvation Army
Yes.
has a
Yeah.
disaster
Yeah.
relief truck.
Yeah, they have quite a few of them around town.
Yep.
Are there any further questions on claims and demands, trustees?
I don't have any.
No.
Okay. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Aldenseed.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Cook.
Yes.
Sellers.
Bye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Motion passes.
Okay.
The next order of business is discussion of ordinance number 2020-T001, real estate tax levy for fiscal year 2021-2022. We've already had a motion and a second at the last meeting, so it was tabled to this meeting, right?
No, because it was a discussion. There was no-
Discussion, okay.
That's right.
So I
we
need a motion.
and
I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
who did, all right,
Motion by
Sellers?
Sellers, second by Aldenseed. All righty, trustees, please take a look at the tax levy.
Have it or
If you
I looked at it previously. I didn't
Yeah, it was
bring
given out
Is
to the,
this
yep,
it?
I believe so.
okay.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, it is.
if you guys notice, we haven't changed our levy at all from last year.
Right.
Okay, and if you go to the page where we have our funds, you will
What
look,
page is that page?
and that would,
Supervisor salary.
it's not a page number. This page right here.
Okay.
Right here. We are waiting on our last disbursement. So some of these numbers in the funds may change, but the total will not. The total will stay the same. Okay, so what I'm saying is we may take some out of general assistance and put it someplace else, but Liz is going to take care of that. The fact of the matter is our levy amount that we're going to ask for is not going to change from last year.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's the thing. Now, board members, I would like to vote on this at the December 7th meeting. Here's my reason. I don't know how many of y'all are going to be available for the December 21st meeting, which is right before Christmas. I want to make sure we get this thing passed and get it get it done. Okay? So at the December 7th meeting, be prepared to vote on the tax levy. Okay?
Yep.
Fine.
All right.
We need a motion to postpone then.
Now, okay, we need a motion to postpone until December 7th.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All right, do we do a voice vote or all in
It's
favor?
because it's money, you should do voice
Okay,
vote.
can we need to do a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Yeah, roll call, yep.
Mhm.
Kathy Aldensee.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Cook.
Yes.
Sellers.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Okay.
Motion carries. Okay. The next order of minutes is the supervisor's report. And I have quite a bit to report. Because since I do like to talk, okay. The board asks, oh, yeah. You can, and I can hand these out. This is the tax disbursement. This is our 6th one. We're waiting on the last one. Please hand those to a couple of board members. And I'm also going to hand out our expenditure to budget report. Trustee Bender, I will get you this expenditure to budget report tomorrow, okay? We forgot to put it in the mail, okay?
Okay, fine.
I'll get it to you tomorrow. Expenditure to budget report. Also, board members, I am going to talk about the progress of our grants from all of the people who received our grants. So I'm going to talk about the progress. Okay. This is in an email form, and when I'm done reading this, Clerk Burns, I will give you this right here. This right here. I will give you these emails to attach to the minutes. Okay. The first one is from Amity, and she said,
This has to do with the grants?
yes, with the
Okay.
grants we gave to the daycare and to the senior resource center. This is from Amity. We decided to put the money directly into family child care accounts. In August, we helped 39 families with co-pays of $100 each, leaving the ability to assist 11 more with the remaining balance, thus spending the entire $5,000. The remaining 11 families were those who were directly affected by COVID-19. I hope this answers your question, and it did. Next, I received an email from the Senior Resource Center about our senior home maintenance program from Sonia Shoemaker. She said, Patrick, we have put in place a form we use in-house to secure the requests to secure these requests as to make sure we adequately handle all calls and nothing slips in the cracks. A woman from Freeport was in need of a porch roof repair. She was able to pay the roofer the initial $750, but needed help with the remaining $750 balance. She received the balance from the Senior Home Maintenance Program, and the work, a total porch roof replacement, was completed by Bader Construction. We received and approved the request on October 6th. We have in view a cap of $500 per person per year. But we also look into each case, and this was an example of approving the additional $250 to make this safe and possible for this individual, as all other avenues were exhausted. We have a pretty good plan for snow removal. This is a little more complex part of the program. Depending on the amount of snowfall we receive and where the person lives and how much area needs to be plowed or shoveled dictates how far the $500 will go for that individual. But once again, we would evaluate the needs and as things move along into snow and ice season, because snow and ice is a season and probably not a one and done for the most part. We would keep track of invoices and work done for individuals needing this service. All companies completing these services have insurance and are willing to invoice Senior Resource Center to make this project possible. She also sent, hold on, I have another email from her. I want to make sure I'm reading all of their emails together. Oh, come on. Right here. This is as far as promotion for the Senior Resource Center home maintenance program. Patrick, we have placed a release in the Rolling Stone and the release that hits all major media, radio, etc. A copy of that was attached to our last email. Working on a release for our Facebook page and asking to place a flyer at Sullivan's grocery store, Walmart, and the Goodwill. We also have our second completed service, which was for yard waste removal here in town. The complete amount for the service was $210 for 4 loads of brush and yard waste. This came across my desk today, so have a good evening. So that was the second part of her email. Okay, I have, hold on. I have Highland Community College and the YMCA daycare program. Patrick, we have been able to offer remote learning childcare for junior high families since the beginning of the school year. We have provided care on a daily basis for 8 children starting mid-October, and we're able to expand this program to serve an additional 4 families. We have also used the funds to help with our outreach program in the Parkside neighborhood. We've been providing care every day after school, along with grab-and-go meals for the weekend to 6 families. We are continuing to provide these services as all schools transition to remote learning. At the Early Learning Center, we have continued to serve 65 children. Starting in November, we were able to expand our numbers to serve an additional 7 children. Okay, that was the YMCA's program. Okay, this is Open Bible. Based on my numbers, when we received the check, we had 188 students enrolled in our full-time child care preschool program in elementary school grades K through 5. This money was used to help provide breakfast, 2 snacks, and lunch Monday through Friday, along with purchasing cleaning, sanitation, PPE, supplies for students and staff. It also helps toward daily expenses such as gas, electric, water, sewer, and to help keep our doors open for these families and for their children. Okay? So that is where these funds are going with these grant programs. Yes, Trustee Sellers, got a question?
Yeah, you can tell. Supervisor Sellers.
Yes.
The only one I'm just kind of like going like this with is the last one. Because if it's for helping the me as a mother can't pay, why are you paying a water bill and
because without that, they can't keep the doors open.
I totally understand. I mean, and I understand.
Right.
But I'm saying, I thought we voted to have it to help parents that are struggling, not to help
Keep their doors open.
Bible to keep their facilities open. So that's where that's where my mind was going with that. Now, with the other people that we listen to, they told us what they did helping families that needed, but they were telling us how they were trying to help keep their place open. I mean, we're not supposed to be buying their cleaning products and all that kind of stuff, which I understand totally, but that's not what we said. Let us help Open Bible, because if that's the case, you know, trying to help them keep their doors open, there's other places also. Excuse me, I gotta take this down just a minute, because I feel like I'm struggling. But there's also other places that I feel we could, you know, maybe a private daycare. You know, she needs some help because, you know, so I can understand helping the parents, but I can't understand helping the facility.
Yeah.
That's where I have the problem. So that's what
Okay.
I think that's not what we gave it to them for.
And
I mean, but that's me.
specifically, like, Open Bible is a private
Thank
school
you.
that,
Yes.
so like they do serve preschool, but anything beyond preschool, Open Bible is an active choice into private school that is
Yes.
parochial, I
Yeah.
think is the right word to use. And so there should be no mention of anything beyond assisting preschool parents in that
Right.
language.
So now
For
I'm
me.
leery. Yeah.
Yes.
So that me now, I'm leery because you can say, yeah, that's what we're doing, but you know, now that's how I am. That's just what's in my mind, but I don't know what everybody else feels.
Okay.
I just have to say what I feel right
Melinda,
now.
do you
So
have
now I'm
anything else?
leery.
And
Okay.
that's all I have to say. That's, yeah.
Okay.
That's that.
Okay, on a personal
Supervisor
note,
Sellers.
Hold on one second, Trustee Bender. Trustee Alton was speaking. Go ahead.
I'll be quick. When Ben, prior to preschool being in Pearl City schools and a daycare center added before kindergarten, he went 2 years to Open Bible. He's 31 years old. It was $65 a week. So can you imagine 30 years later, let's say, how much the cost,
charge
of
you.
course,
Yeah.
has gone up. But
Okay.
I agree with the other trustees, 110%, that this was for people to get back on their feet.
If mothers were struggling,
For childcare
And
specifically,
families,
not
you
private
know, how are
school.
they gonna pay for daycare if they don't get a check for 3 weeks?
so that's just how I feel.
Okay. Trustee Bender.
Well, you know, the most of the people that go out there to Open Bible, my great grandson is there, and the most of those people are single working moms, and we're out there, you know, for the daycare, and it's very expensive. It costs me about $450 a month
Oh, wow.
to keep him in that school. So, but having been out there and visited many times, a lot of those children are from low-income families.
Okay.
So they probably wouldn't have a babysitter, you know, if they didn't have that place to go.
Okay.
So at least we're keeping the women working.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Trustee Alton.
This must have changed over the years because, you know, Open Bible, and I know it probably has. I truly believe that. But DCFS used to have a program where you could apply for low income. When my daughter was little, she went to Jeannie's Daycare Center. And and DCFS helped me pay for that because I was a single mom. Of course, that doesn't exist anymore. But I can say that Open Bible
Might be getting some
services
assistance.
all, whether you're single mom, single dad, parents, you know, a family. They serve everyone. And I would hope they have a sliding scale for those that it's just one parent.
So, trustees,
Supervisor Sell- oh,
hold on a second.
okay.
Do you want me to email back and ask them how much was actually spent on this and how much was actually spent on.
Yeah, we'd
More
like
granular,
an
more
itemized
granular data,
list.
please.
Gotcha. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Because the number of Supervisor Sellers, can I?
Yes. Trustee Sellers.
I just want to say too, I understand what you're saying, Nikki, but my nephew went to Open Bible, I'm gonna say maybe last year or whenever he went. And it was, you know, my niece is a single mom. I mean, she's got a decent job, but she's still a single mom. And I went to many of the programs out there, and wasn't too many of them out there looking like they were hurting to me. But I'm just saying, it wasn't like it was a lot of, it wasn't even a mixed, you know, a heavily mixed, diverse
Population.
group of children. So, you know, it wasn't like, you know, he had 4 or 5 black kids in his class, you know? So, and I'm not just saying all black kids are low income, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm
Nor
just,
are all single moms low income.
thank you. All single, cause she
But
working
some
at
single moms
Chrysler and
are-
she making good. So that's what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, I understand what you're saying and I understand that those young ladies have to work, but, you know, I mean, if we voted to just give them something to help them through COVID, I got a whole different thing. This is some of the things they did. But we voted to say, help these mothers that are hurting. Because even though my niece
fathers.
worked at Chrysler, they did have time where they were laid off, you know?
Well, let's find out how many they did help.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's find out how many they did help, and find out where, and get a better breakdown as to how they use this funding.
Okay.
Hold on, Trustee Cook, you had a question.
Because like when we voted on it, the idea was like, because there are programs available to people who are like on that who make under a certain amount. But then there's like a
Poverty
hot
wage.
gap where you might make $13 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't get assistance.
Right.
And that was the idea of like helping people that don't qualify
Right.
for services but are still within
Right.
the same like
Fall in the
not
cracks.
Right, so
awesome
they won't fall through the
income
cracks,
bracket.
right.
They fall in the cracks.
Yep.
Yes, Trustee Robinson.
And could we inquire as to how they do like a budget? You know, like,
That's what I think that's what he's
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got you.
much are you
But as
spending?
far as how much are you making, how much is rent, how much is your house payment, car payment, yada, yada, yada.
For
clientele. I don't know.
Clientele that are taking.
for their
advantage.
client, they may not.
I don't think that's
wouldn't
much.
give a
That's getting a little
name.
bit too,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
That's going a little bit
Okay.
overboard.
I got it.
Well, it doesn't here.
Okay, so I will email them in the morning, and I will ask them to pretty much itemize what they spent this money on and how many actual families that they actually help with this funding. And then I want to know how much did you spend use for gas and electric, and how much did you break all that out for me, because I want to see that. So I'll ask them for that in the morning. I'll have an answer for you guys in the next meeting. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
All
thank
right.
you.
No problem.
Thanks, Nikki.
The next order of business is the assessor's report. Assessor Ridgway.
Oh, she's gonna-
Here so Nikki can hear me.
Okay.
She's gonna talk.
Yeah, she got it.
I just want everybody to know that the county assessor is going to publish the 2020 assessments this Wednesday, November 18th. The last day to file an appeal with the Board of Review will be December 18th, 2020. So, notices will go out. We are also sending some additional letters because there are quite a few properties in Freeport that will see substantial increases in assessments because the values are increasing overall, and we were running pretty low with the assessments. So we're also sending, some letters out just to kind of explain the process. So if they see a huge increase, we're not hitting all the 10,000 properties, but we kind of focused on the higher ones, so that, and then we encourage anybody to call and ask questions, so if they want to appeal, they can do so. But we then get an opportunity to kind of explain the process also.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustees, before I give you guys the trustees report, I forgot to tell you guys this. you're going to see a bill from Spigot at the next meeting. And the reason why you're going to see this bill is because
Did you
If-
say Spiegel or Spigot?
Spigot. If you've been keeping up with our COVID-19 numbers, we are going up. And we need to be prepared in case we have to have people working from home. If someone is ill or something happens and the office is shut down, even though the office may close, township services cannot shut down. Okay, so I will be getting our caseworkers laptops, and they'll be township-owned laptops and printers. They can take them at home. They'll be VPN to where they can actually see the system on the laptop at home and do work from home and print things from home. So we can make sure that our clients are still getting their assistance and that we are still providing the services that we are mandated to provide. Okay? So I just want to let you guys know that. All right.
You're deciding to, or you're saying you feel something's coming down the pipe to do all this?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I try to keep up with what's going on with our numbers as far as COVID-19, and we've had a significant increase. And you have Iowa with high numbers, you have Wisconsin with high numbers, and we are right in that, right on that corner. So we need to make sure we are prepared in case something happens. And we don't know what our new president is going to do when he takes office in January. So we want to make sure that we are well prepared.
Better than what we're doing now.
Okay? All right. The next order of business is the trustees report. Trustees?
Nothing.
Nothing? All righty. Next order of business is public comments. Any public comments? Any other business coming before the town? I entertain the motion to adjourn until Monday, December 7th, 2020.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Stellar, second by Augusty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you all very, very much.